The COVID-19 pandemic has underscored the fragile nature of the microchip supply chains, especially in the automotive industry. The global disruptions caused by the pandemic revealed vulnerability in the supply chains, impacting various sectors including semiconductors. In an interview with my colleague, an experienced supply chain professional, Salibkhan Salihov, shared his insights on this critical issue, drawing from his extensive experience at major automotive companies.
As the automotive sector increasingly relies on advanced electronics, the stability of microchip supplies has become crucial. But during COVID-19, global supply chain management has encountered significant challenges, particularly with microchips in the automotive industry. Salibkhan Salihov commented on this issue.
And most of the companies at that time tried to curtail their projections, to shorten their expectations to 2020 for the remaining period. And the same happened to be with the automotive industry. From a best case scenario, they move it back to the worst case scenario. In terms of the sales, and what I can tell about the supply chain management in the automotive industry, they are very conventional, very traditional, especially when it comes to the procurement, when it comes to the supply chain sourcing, and this conventional approach forced the industry planners, procurement specialists to reduce the projection of sales at the same time, to reduce the contractual volumes, especially when it comes to the semiconductors. But when we look at the chronological order in the mid of 2020, people started to buy a lot, especially when it comes to the Uzbek market. For example, we can see that they spend a lot on the big purchases of houses, yes, isn't it? And in that period, we have observed about a 10 to 15% increase in the house prices. The same happened to be in the automotive industry. People tried to buy more cars.
In addition, external factors have further intensified challenges in the microchip industry. Salihov pointed to incidents including the Russia-Ukraine conflict, which disrupted the supply of critical materials like neon gas and palladium.
Ukraine produces a lot of neon gases. And there are some companies called Ingas or Cryoin in the Ukraine market which produces this neon gas, use it to laser produce, again, microchips. That will improve the performance of those microchips, longevity. So it's really important to have this gas. At the same time, when I tell more about Russia, for example, Russia, as you know, have a lot of resources for metals, for ferrous metals, for earth metals. And at that time, they have a kind of sanctions to export those products, like palladium, for example, or platinum-like metals are mainly used in the microchip production, and they are mainly produced in Russia as well. But apart from this, icing on the cake, I would say, there's a problem, existing at that time, still exists nowadays, with the sources of microchips and its geography. Mainly in 2020, the geography of the production of microchips was around the Asian markets, with such countries and nations like Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, and China as well. And no kind of developed nation like North American continents, for example, or European continents possess a good kind of capacity of production for the microchip.
To address future microchip supply disruptions, Salihov suggested several innovative trends: blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, and digital twins. So how these technologies contribute to enhance the resilience and transparency of microchip supply chains?
AI will play a critical role in developing a supply chain mapping, visibility, again, transparency within the different tiers within supply chain management. Especially, it's very relevant to the automotive industry. Automotive industry is built traditionally with multiple tiers, like mainly 3 tiers. It's really hard to operate within those tiers and to understand the problem existence. There's information gap, but AI will help, because AI as a whole is built on large language models that kind of consumes a lot of information, produces a lot of feedbacks and results. So it's really important to use AI in a supply chain management as well. And plus, AI can help the companies to streamline their daily operations, from creating a bill of lading, for example, invoices, or communicating on a daily basis with various suppliers.
By integrating this approach, the microchip supply chain can become more secure, transparent, and efficient, better equipped to meet the growing demands and challenges of the future. Salihev's insights underscore the critical role of supply chain management in ensuring the stability and resilience in the automotive industry's microchip supply networks. You can find out more about this interview on the social media pages of the Report World.